This is a very important video for everybody who is taking the CIMA case study exam this year or in the time that's coming up, because the case study mindset is something that is very important. So I welcome you again to the channel. My name is Devansh and I am the lead tutor at FinTutors. Just to let you all know, FinTutors has recently achieved the Global Pass Rate Excellence Award in the year 2022. Only a total of 6 tuition providers all over the world have this recognition, and FinTutors is one of them. This has been achieved after a whole lot of work, whole lot of commitment, and a whole lot of positive results, which we feel we can help you achieve by a series of videos on our YouTube channel, which you will see subsequently. So a lot of questions that we get is, how do we get into the CIMA case study mindset? What we should have in mind when we are preparing for a CIMA case study exam. So I have really spoken about the introduction to the CIMA case study exam for the operational, management and strategic level in detail. But that's about the exam structure and about the exam pattern. I will leave a link to that video. It's on our YouTube channel itself. So I will leave a link to that video in the comment section, or it will pop up somewhere on your screen during this when I'm speaking about it, so you can view that video as well. So that's more about the structure of the exam, the pattern of the exam. That video speaks about the introduction and the pattern and the structure of the exam. This video is different. This video is created to support the case study mindset, or to help you dive into the case study mindset. The CIMA case study exams are unique and challenging, though the syllabus per se is the same, which means you would have done the OTQ exams for each level and then you are going on to the case study. Yes, so the syllabus remains the same, but the approach completely changes. The approach is completely different. CIMA case study questions are not your regular questions where there is one correct answer or two correct answers, you tick, and none of that. They are subjective and they are situational. They are completely scenario based. You cannot rote learn, you cannot mug up everything from the syllabus and then just put it over there. It will not work. It needs a pragmatic, practical approach and a very systematic approach to answer what they actually require. So there has to be a clear strategy, a clear mindset before you sit a case study exam. Many students fail because they don't know the requirement of the exam. They don't have the mindset of a case study. Before I jump into the mindset, we know that there are 3 case studies in your CIMA journey: the operational case study, management case study, and the strategic case study. Now, before the new 2019 syllabus, there was a competency framework on which your case study was marked, which means in your case study exam, you would have to, at different case study levels, you would have to showcase different skills. For example, in the operational case study, technical skills were the most important. In the management case study, technical skills became less important, business skills went up. In the strategic case study, leadership skills became most important and the other skills percentage went down. This was in the 2019 syllabus. After this, they changed the wordings a little bit. They changed the presentation a little bit, but the principles have remained the same. So you can think that in this exam, in any case study exam, you will have to showcase different skills: technical skills, business skills, people skills, and leadership skills. So in any case study exam, these skills will have to be showcased by you. Technical skills are the most important in the operational level. Management level, business skills. Strategic level, leadership skills. Now, these skills are important because this is not a theoretical exam. It's a practical exam, like I told you. It's a very practical approach that I told you. So anybody who thinks that this case study exam I will take without actually practicing, without actually putting myself in that situation, just having technical knowledge, will not have a good shot at passing this exam, because that's not the right mindset. So for me to make it simple for you, as I mentioned, before the syllabus changed in 2019, this was the competency framework. Now a new concept of the exam blueprints has been introduced, but the principles remain the same. The principles are the same. So the case studies have evolved in terms of the technicalities, but trust me, the skills, these 4 skills that I mentioned, do remain the same. These 4 skills remain the pillars of this exam. I'll show you how. So before, like I said, each case study had different levels of skills that you had to showcase. Different levels of skill importance percentages which you had to showcase. For example, in the operational level, technical skills was 64% of your marks. Less people skills, less business skills, and less leadership skills. Because in the operational level, they judge your role, they put your role as a finance officer who is at the bottom level of the organization. So he doesn't really have to make any decisions, he just has to support those decisions. So leadership skills is less. Technical skills is more, where your knowledge from E1, P1 and F1 has to be shown. So one of the major parts of this exam is your technical skills, but it's only a part. It cannot be the only thing that you focus on. So technical skills were 64, people skills were 16, business skills were 14, and leadership skills were 6%. Now, under the new concept of the exam blueprints, CIMA says that this skill-wise marking is not what they are following. Now they are following blueprint-oriented marketing or blueprint-oriented approach. Why? In this approach, what they are trying to tell you is that an operational level manager or a finance officer has to showcase 6 key skills. And these 6 key skills are broken down into A, B, C, D, E and F, as you can see on your screen. These are the 6 core areas. So CIMA is saying that now marking is not based on those 4 skills. It says that a finance officer should be able to complete these 6 core activities or these 6 core areas. And what are these core areas? Nothing but revision direction from your E1, P1 and F1 syllabus. So for example, let's pick one at random. Core activity A, the second pointer says, I can apply different costing methods to produce costing information. Now, costing methods are spoken about extensively in P1. So what are these core activities? Nothing but direction of where you are supposed to study these topics from in E1, P1 and F1. And trust me, once you've gone through these topics, majority of your E1, P1 and F1 is covered. So what earlier they used to do, skill-wise marking. Now they are doing blueprint-wise marking. The technicalities changed, but the important skills, the pillars, remain the pillars. So don't get confused with that. The technical skills will be covered through these 6 core areas. They are very important. The business skill, the leadership skill, and the people skills, as I mentioned, are tested when you practice case study situations, when you put yourself in that situation, when you practically present the answer. So it remains the same. Nothing majorly has changed except for the technicalities, except for the wording. I took the operational case study as an example. The same has happened in the management case study and in the strategic case study. So it's very important to understand that for any case study exam, the starting point will be your technical skills, will be your technical areas. But the other skills are also important, are also vital, which will deal with the practical side of the case study, which is tested through case study mock writing, through case study preparation, which we as tuition providers will help you with. So as of now, you need to be understanding that the case study is nothing but using your technical knowledge and applying it in a practical scenario. In CIMA terms, there are now exam blueprints which give you clear indication of which areas from E, P and F pillars have to be studied so that you can apply it in a practical way in a case study situation when the question comes up. So remember, everything that I'm speaking about is made easy, is made simple when you study with a tuition provider like us. Once you sign up with us, your exam is my exam. We will give you the material, we will give you the direction, we will introduce everything for you at the right time, at the right pace. You will have to make sure that you follow. So the advantage is that all the admin work from your end goes away. Material comes from us, direction comes from us. All you have to worry about is following it rather than figuring out, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? That's taken care by us because we will tell you what to do. That's the advantage of studying with somebody who is producing results over and over and over again. So first thing in the mindset we learnt about is that this exam is a bunch of skills. Not only technical, not only remembering everything from the E, P and F pillar, but applying it is very important. Again, a detailed video on the structure of the exam, on the pattern of this exam has been created by us already. I'll leave the link for it if you are somebody who is coming into the case study exam for the first time or who wants to know the actual pattern and structure of the exam. This video I'm dedicating to the mindset only. Secondly, a detailed explanation of what the exam blueprints are. I already told you what the blueprints are, but a detail only video on exam blueprints has also been created by us. I'll leave a link to that as well. So every aspect of the CIMA exams are covered by us. You will have to simply follow. Coming to the second part of the mindset. The second part of the mindset is knowing your exam. First part is knowing where and what the bunch of skills are for this exam. Second part is knowing what this exam is actually about. So the information provided includes the basic background, and this is speaking about the pre-scene that is released. So a pre-scene is a hypothetical company that CIMA releases for a specific attempt. So for the May exam and for the August exam, the pre-scene remains the same. For the November exam and the February exam, the pre-scene remains the same. So one pre-scene is used over two windows, is used over two aspects. Why? Because CIMA says that it will give students the chance to prepare in a better way. So the information that the pre-scene provides is about a hypothetical company, is about a hypothetical, they'll create a hypothetical company and provide its information to you in 20, 25, 30 pages. And it will have all the details about that company, such as financial statements, markets, the consumers, the suppliers, the public sentiment, the candidate, the employees. All that detail is provided to you in the pre-scene. First thing to focus in the mindset was the skills. Second thing to focus in the mindset is that the pre-scene is extra hypothetical company information which they have created, which you have to go through. So candidates are aware of their job role within this hypothetical organization, and you will have over a month to analyze this company specifically for the May and the November exams, because the pre-scene will be new. So you have given ample time to know your company. One mistake that students make is that they don't spend time knowing their company. If you don't know your company, how will you practically suggest? It's not possible. So these questions in the exam are never direct. They will not ask you, what would be the relevant cost of this material for my company. No. They will ask you what is the concept of relevant costing for this particular decision making. So you will have to tell them that according to me, this is the relevant cost. This is the non-relevant cost because of this particular reason. So you see how the practicality is coming into the picture. Same way, your manager might have asked you to explain to the chief marketing officer about new marketing methods or new pricing methods. Now, if you know this from your technical knowledge, that's one thing. But how to apply it will be a completely different game, which cannot come without the right mindset, without the right practice. Same way, now in this question, the answer might differ person to person. Some people may think that new forms of marketing can be social media marketing. Somebody else may think banner advertising or emailing, for example. There's no right or wrong answer. You can write whatever you want, but it has to be practically acceptable, practically feasible. It has to be something which is relevant for my company. Hence, the important thing here is to be confident about your fundamental technical knowledge, yes, but how you communicate it, how you practically apply it is also very, very important and very vital. So first thing, there are different skills. Second thing, knowing your company. Third thing, there are no right answers, no wrong answers. Fourth thing is all about how you practically apply it. So the natural question here is, how does one prepare for an exam that has no right answers? The key is to get the right mindset. The key is to have the right headspace. And this video is all about that. In the OCS, you need to be strong on your technical knowledge. Like I mentioned, 61% is your technical knowledge. Since an operational level employee, one seldom needs to make major business decisions. In the MCS, you need to display higher people skills since you're a middle level manager. By the time you reach the SCS, you should be a leader. You should be somebody who can implement decisions. So you see how the mindset is changing at each case study level. Each case study structure is the same, the pattern is the same, but the level in terms of the mindset changes. Operational level, technical. Management level, middle level. Strategic level, strategy decisions. So the case studies are very well designed, are very well presented for your understanding. I already explained the evaluation of the case studies to you and the evolution of the case studies. Pretty much they are the same, the skills are the same, the way of putting it has changed. The way they present it has changed. So circling back, what steps does one need to take to prepare? Firstly, the easiest step would be to choose a tuition provider and sign up with them. If you sign up with us, your exam is completely taken care of because we have received pass rate excellence awards. You can see our testimonials on our LinkedIn page, on our YouTube page, on our website as well. They're all genuine and students have found our material helpful. That is why we have reached this level. If you're studying by yourself, there are some simple steps which you can follow. First is read the pre-scene material at least 5 times, bare minimum. You don't know your company, you can't be practical in your approach. To know your company, you can research about the company's industry. For example, if you have a company which makes pencils, for example, the pre-seen company that they've given you makes pencils, for example. Research about the pencil making industry. Research about the problems and the benefits of that industry. It will help you understand that company better and it will give you a better practical approach. Third, conduct a fundamental financial analysis of the pre-seen. Now this, in the pre-seen, like I told you, they'll give you the financials, they'll give you everything. You'll have to conduct a detailed financial analysis to understand your company's financial position. Now these 3 steps, when you choose to sign up with us, are taken care by us. We do a full 3.5-4 hour pre-seen explanation video which completely explains every single part of the company, and the student does not have to do anything extra, anything new, because everything comes from us. Next, remember that you are not answering textbook questions. It's not an exam where you just put down your theory. Absolutely no. It's an exam where you test your practicality. So your answer needs to be more practical, strategic. Frame your answers like you would do when you're speaking to somebody at work. Make it more natural. Fifth, while framing your answers, remember to break them down into points. Your presentation is very important. Highlight the important points. Highlight the important areas so the examiner finds it. Now, all of this again is taken care by us when you sign up with us, when you write mocks with us. We have an industry leading 25 exactly exam styled mock questions, which is over 60 questions. Now these are timed, they are marked, they are exactly like the exam, and they are something which will give you the best possible chance of practicing your skills, getting them checked, getting them marked, where we show you the direction on where you are making your mistakes. So these are important aspects and pillars of this exam which you should make sure that you address. Everyone has their own style of learning and approaching case studies. Just like there is no one perfect answer, there is no perfect learning methodology. Our methodology is one that works. We know that it works because it's giving the results. So the key is to put in your best and work hard along the direction that we give you. So to sum it all up, circling back, this video is all about the mindset. The first mindset is that it's not only technical skills. It's a bunch of skills. Second mindset is that your pre-seen company is very, very important to understand. Third mindset is practicing is very, very, very important because practicality is the essence of this exam. So to step into the case study mindset, these are the places that you have to start with. These are the places that you have to give importance to. And I will leave the link to the 2 important videos, introduction to the case study exam and a detailed video on what the blueprints are, so that you can carry on from here. I hope you found this video helpful. See you in the next one.